Hey guys, this is James with Error Driven Tech, and today I'm going to show you something that confuses a lot of people when setting up Active Directory and DNS. Once a computer has been joined to a domain, you'll go in to do a DNS lookup. So let's launch that. We'll do an NS lookup. Now you would think that it would return the server's name, so let's take a look and see what happens. Oh, that's interesting. It says default server is unknown. So why this happens, let's go ahead and query this IP address to see what it returns. Interesting. So it says that it's the server IP address and it can't find anything. Well, that's kind of odd, right? Because we know that the server has a name for sure, and it's joined to this domain, obviously, because it's the domain controller, which is the heartbeat of the network. So if we type in alpha core, which is the server name, well, look at that. So that's interesting. So when you type in the IP address, it comes back with it can't find anything, and yet when you do this, when you type in the actual server name, it returns the IP address. Well, what gives? All right, well, there's something that's not configured by default. When you add Active Directory, it doesn't include a reverse DNS lookup. And so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to log into the server and set the reverse DNS lookup. So let's go ahead and log into the server alpha core. And let's go ahead. And now we are in alpha core. Let's try that here. Let's see what happens when you do the lookup here. Okay, so we'll do NS lookup. Oh, look at that. So now if you type in alpha core, again, it gives you an IP address. And yet up here, it says unknown. So for this one, it's actually using this : 1 is IP version 6. We actually use IP version 4, so that's not a problem. We'll just go ahead and ignore that for now. But to fix that, we'll go log into DNS, and now you'll see reverse lookup. You see how there's nothing here by default? So what you want to do is we'll need to add that in now. So we'll go ahead, we'll right click, say new zone, click next. So for right now, we're going to set up a primary zone. So now to all DNS servers running on the domain controller in the forest. So since this is the only domain controller on here, we'll just say to all DNS servers running on the domain controllers in the domain. We are going to only focus on IP version 4, not IP version 6. Go ahead and hit next. So now what is the network ID? The network ID are the first 3 numbers in the IP scope, also known as octet. So there's 4 octets in an IP address, so it'll be the first 3 octets. So it'll be 192.168.35. Go ahead, click next. We're not going to allow non-secure and secure. We're only going to do secure dynamic for now. Click next, finish, and then it creates the zone. Okay, so now that the zone is created, if we go back here, I expect this to also be the same as before. Why? Because we're not using IP version 6, we're using IP version 4. So it's going to return this. But if we come back over here, which is different. So now we'll minimize this. And we'll exit this because we have to go back in. So now if we type in nslookup, okay, so in this instance, we probably have to flush DNS. So we'll go to ipconfig /flush DNS. It flushes the DNS. Now we do nslookup, and it's still doing that. Okay. Let's see. So let's go back over here into our server, and it should have added that in. But for right now, because it didn't, we'll add the pointer record in. Add pointer record. It'll be .10 because that's the IP address for Alpha Core. And click OK. So now we have the pointer in there for Alpha Core. So now if we exit over here, and there we go. And now it says Alpha Core. So that's how you fix an unknown server. And if you did the same thing with IP version 6, that would also fix IP version 6. But in order to at least fix this issue right here, where it says unknown, you have to at least have a reverse lookup. And now, one more thing. So if you go back over here and you type in the IP address, 35.10, before we hit enter, you can see we typed in the IP address up here, and it said, of course, unknown because it didn't have the reverse lookup, but it also came back with can't find the address, non-existent domain. So now if we do it, it now says the server is Alpha Core and the name is Alpha Core. And that is how you get the unknown server resolved. You have to add a reverse lookup, and once the reverse lookup is in, you may have to flush the DNS locally, which you saw we did someplace up here. And once you do that, ipconfig /flush DNS. Also, I always mix that up. It's always /flush DNS, but there's a lot of times that I try to put in /DNS flush. Never works out. But I'm a little dyslexic sometimes, so I do mix that up. I guarantee you if you type that in, it's not going to work. But if this helped you out, please go ahead and like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you in the next video.